first, and they'll be entering with a P250, a couple of smokes, and a Molotov as we start making our way quietly towards the A bomb side, Chad.
Hey guys, what if we start T side of every map?
Apparently it works out for him.
Making himself a little bit more resilient here. And speaking of someone who has to be, it's Alex, the in-game leader. Saw him outside team chat, looking a little bit dejected, and considering how the last few days have gone, understandably so.
Yeah, it hasn't been terrible for them. Obviously going down 0-2, you're down a map here as well. No one's thinking they've played badly by any stretch of the imagination, but certainly hasn't gone great. As we see Hobbit and co make their presence known towards A. Molotov towards the sandbags, smokes down on the bomb site, and trying to deny the plant. I'm sure we'll see a fake one here from Nafany. Just touches it, baits out the grenades, and goes for a more tricky plant there. Gets away with it as well. Doesn't take too much damage, all things considered. 5-on-5 retake here. Kit available for Mopos with a flashbang and a smoke for deaths. So see what Hobbit can do with this position there.
Never really works out that well, and the opening kill is going to come in the favor of the Riders here. 2 for them. Hobbit gets one back, but Shiro again strikes. The P250 is going to have to do damage through the smoke here. Now remember the plant, a little bit wider on this. They've tapped the bomb. Not a traditional angle to clear here, and it feels like Shiro's just giving this one over. The defuse is going to come through right in front of his face, and he might not stay alive. A good push from Alex there. That's what we want to see from the Riders. Everybody getting involved. A team ace.
Yeah, absolutely true. Everyone picking up a frag there. And it will be Cloud9 in the 5-on-5 retake, unable to hold on. It's all about that smoke on top of the bomb there. They weren't able to do any damage on the plant, but they certainly made up for it with the shots with the USPs there. Excellent work. And there will be a force buy in response from Cloud9. Galil's pretty much across the board, apart from Nafany, who's got the MAC-10. Presumably be thrown in first.
Welcome to my favorite game. It's called Who's Got the Better Buy? So you can really dissect that one at home. 4 Galils, a MAC-10 against 2 M4s, 2 FAMI, and an MP9.
FAMI, of course, the plural for FAMAS. It's great to hear it being used, and, well, that's going to be the MP9 removed very quickly. And one of the FAMAS is going down as well. We are going to see a 5 versus 3. Round not done. Still plenty of opportunities here for Movistar Riders, but need to hold on now and find some reactive kills. Martinez trying to reposition, get himself into an advantageous position if possible, but they are sending it. Smoke's coming in now. Flashbangs as well. They've spotted the first player towards the round. That's a huge frag. Make it a double. 5-on-1. Davy G has nothing to say about this one.
Yeah, when Shane O'Reilly's finding that type of impact, it's going to be difficult for anybody to hold on.
He is a bit of a monster. So...
Oh, Davy. Not like this. Not like this, Davy.
Got the MAC-10.
They're coming, Davy.
Knocking on his front door.
Can you smell that? It's a hunt.
The hunt is on.
And they're coming.
They might as well.
Put his body on the line here.
Nafany can just jump around and presumably be dropped, but waiting for the trade potential here. Oh, not sure he spotted him there. His movement suggests he has, and Axel will swing in first, and there they have it. It's going to be the clean sweep pretty much, just losing a MAC-10 there. Cloud9 answer back after losing the pistol. So you'd assume a force buy from Movistar Riders as well. Not quite as tantalizing as the Galils across the board, I would say. They're going to have to operate with 5.7s, MP9s. Maybe no SMGs whatsoever. It's pistols across the board, Chad.
Yeah, this half could be UGLY for poor Movistar Riders here. Yeah, they lose this one, and the force buy wars are over. Cloud9 stretch their legs. They get the 3-1 star. They win the first gun round. Yeah, it's just rough for the Riders.
Boost, a nice idea, but commonly checked in these sort of rounds. Be nice if it works out, though. Desert Eagle up high for Alex. And a bit of mid-exploration from Hobby here. Hunting for any sort of information. Interz seems to be very aware of the possibility of construction. We will have Defs there. Ready and waiting. We'll see if we can get the first kill. We actually can, but there is a trade, of course, and that's the B bomb set under a lot of scrutiny now. Davy G being detected behind the wooden blocks, and there we have it. Round 3 looking like it's going in favor of Cloud9. That's the B bomb site. And the bomb being planted.
Do you think Hobbit's ever had a hobnob biscuit?
I very much doubt it.
They might sell them here.
In Malta, for sure.
Highly likely, considering the UK influence here, that they might sell a bit of a hobnob. So we could buy Hobbit a pack of hobnobs.
And then what would happen?
Oh, we would say, hey, your name's Hobbit. Sometimes when I'm casting, I call you Uncle Hobnob. Here's a biscuit that brings the closeness of your name to why I call you this.
They are quite nice biscuits, to be honest. They're like an OT sort of texture to them.
Let me have a look here. Hobnobs is the brand of a commercial biscuit. They are made from rolled oats and similar to a flapjack digestive biscuit hybrid.
Nice bit of chocolate on top, usually.
Yeah.
But there we have it. It will be just 4 on Alex remaining, and he's doing a pretty good job of causing some damage, but will be dropped in the end. That was the Force Buy. One that doesn't really do too much for the Movistar Riders. Will have to go with the full eco here. Things starting off pretty disappointingly once again, as we'll see them operate with absolutely nothing. There'll be no purchases whatsoever in round 4. Stack up towards middle, perhaps. See what you can do. Try and steal away a rifle, potentially. Nafany's not even purchasing into this one. He'll stick with the 5.7. Of
course, Pound.
It is the mid-stack.
Starting to get in the conversation with the MP9 at the moment, isn't it? For
yeah.
price, for punchability. Here we go. This is a very curious-looking tower they've assembled. Hobbit is going to get so much information and should go down, but a defensive Molotov will stall them. They make it across to the ladder room. They've been able to get that AK-47, but all the information now as the mop and bucket comes out. Clean up on aisle 3. It's just Alex. Last man standing here, top mid. And that'll be it. Interz. Good stuff from him to kick off this one as well. Everybody contributing in the fragging department here for Cloud9 in the early stages. Another good start on the T side. Absolutely true, Chad, but we'll see what Movistar Riders can make of it. No AWP available for Martinez. Unfortunately for him, money was incredibly low. Didn't opt for full ecos on their Force Buys, and he'll have to just make do with the M4A1S, which is fine, but maybe not so much as they don't have any kits. Fortunately, I was about to say there's no danger with the SMGs, but without the helmets, the M4's become a lot more deadly as well. And Hobbit, he's full send towards middle. Bit of battle with the B steps as well. They're not slowing down at all. They might have found a gap here. They've used the sound cues here quite perfectly. This won't be considered. Davies is about to get a rude shot. Hello, we're already in mid, and we are so far out. Interz sidelines Martinez. The clothesline drops him. This round's over. This map's over. And that's the lack of help we just saw for Hobbit there as well. Just an insta-kill with that M4. No dink required. And yeah, I think you might be right. 4-1, 5-on-2, and Morpos and Alex just have to save the weaponry once again. They've been absolutely ran over there, just taking advantage of the money situation as well. Bit of a pounce around there, and you're right with the sound cues, all those gunfights going off towards the B steps, and at A ramp with the grenades being thrown, that has helped themselves towards middle, and no one's there whatsoever. Morpos, pick up your trash. There we go. Don't leave any rubbish around, guys. Make sure you find a bin. If you go out somewhere, and maybe you've got a pizza box with you, you got a smoothie. Don't just leave it on the ground. Find a trash can, right? Be responsible. Why would you leave it on the ground in the first place? Well, some people are extremely inconsiderate humans, Henry. They're too focused on having a good time and not the good time of Mother Nature, planet Earth, our home. Well, it's good to know that someone's talking about these issues, Chad. Someone has to, and you're stepping up. It's a difficult conversation to have sometimes. Oh, and that's a difficult frag to receive. It is going to be another clean sweep for Cloud9. Everyone goes down for Movistar Riders. Things going from bad to worse on their CT campaigns here. This is great. I love the pacing of this, and what I was talking about with the sound cues. The footsteps out mid that far, if nobody's watching it, which nobody was, right? The sound cues, you think that's probably below us. They're probably not already out mid that quick into the round. And that's why the teammates as well, just going in and spamming through the smokes, causing absolute carnage there. And not even a partial buy, I would say, into this one, Chad. Another eco, really. Sure, they've got a scout and some upgraded pistols, but no armor, no nades. Call this one an eco. Morpos. Not even the sniper of the squad will be operating with the scout, and he has done a great job there. Shiro gets absolutely blasted at the start of the round. And he offers a scout back up to Martinez. So great job from Morpos. Okay, well, he did have a very good showing there on Inferno. He was actually feeling that, having a lot of form. If that can continue here, then maybe they can claw something out of this. But a man down, but space still virtuous for Cloud9 here. Nice position from Davy G. He's got back up towards the elevators as well. As I say that, it's all down to defs at this stage, and good positioning will lead almost nowhere for them. As just 2 players remain now, Movistar Riders really on the back foot here. Another 5-1 deficit. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Everybody at home, because this is probably going to be another quick game, right? Yeah, and we want to make sure that you're entertained. Now, our good friend, Rushley1234556, who's currently on the 1s through 0s doing the observing, I had a phone call with him after map 1. No word of a lie. I quite genuinely did have a phone call with him. Now, we had a discussion. He said, Chad, could we, during this next map, do a no X-ray POV round? So what we're going to do, Henry, we're going to pick a round, and I think what we'll do is we'll make it next round. It'll be a gun round. Let's make it from the CT perspective. Let's go from the riders only. We'll turn X-ray off for everybody at home. Okay. And we will look into what right now is the hell for the riders as they approach a gun round and talk through what they see, what they hear, all that good stuff.
Okay, so a POV inside, so you're getting absolutely owned on Vertigo.
Precisely.
All right, I'm up for it. 5-1 for Cloud9. A couple of pistols saved, but a gun round coming up as well for Movistar. They should have the AWP in the hands of Martinez now. He's got $6,000, and we are going to be focusing on the CT forces here, seeing how they operate at the start of the round, what sort of grenades they're throwing, how they're going for that A-ramp control. The thing is with Cloud9 with this sort of start, they really are dictating the pace right now. They could even go for a fast B attack, completely change things up. The thing is as well, when you know your opponent's taking this sort of pause, they're going to be adjusting and strategizing to shut down your attempt. So this is a caller's dream. You've got a massive start and potentially could just throw in something a little bit more chaotic as we enter round number 7.
All right, into the darkness. The X-ray is off. I want everyone to ignore the radar, all right? The radar, we're not playing with the radar right now. We're literally just playing in the shoes. So I suppose in a type of round like this, A is the bomb site that gets a lot of traction early. So let's start at A. Maybe we start with Martinez on this AWP, see if he gets set up here. They're
going to focus towards B here, Cloud9 for some reason. Like, it just seems like the prime opportunity to do something that's not as expected, perhaps, but we'll see.
Okay, defensive molly there from depths. Now, Montpos flashes himself forward, peers out, doesn't see an awful lot here. Trickles a nade forward, still no information whatsoever. Good nade that we can see thanks to the HUD, but he will not know that that information is confirmed with the damage.
It's overwhelming, isn't it?
Where did that come
from all the angles now. Didn't really even deploy much utility.
It just exploded.
It just went through the smoke as a 5-man unit and now making their way on towards the A side. You would assume the CTs, you can see how difficult this is for them, trying to gain access, deny the plant if possible. Axel going for that corner plant once again, you would assume. No damage really inflicted, and with just one kit, they have to yield once again and just give in. And I guess that says it all. We got to witness how difficult that was. Overwhelming swing from 2 players, jumping up on the sandbags, 2 kills found, round over.
But we had it from Montpos' perspective. He peeks out, off a flash, sees nothing, drops a nade. Next second, he's dead.
Yep.
So it can all go wrong very quickly here. Now, I suppose we can turn X-Ray back on for this hunt. Next round, let's go on board with Cloud9 for a round and see how they want to operate here on the T side with limited information and see how they strike.
This one getting a little bit out of hand, isn't it?
Rush, is it possible to turn off the... It's not easy to turn off the radar on the HUD. Don't worry, we'll do that.
Yeah.
I know that it is possible, but it's not easy.
Probably not easy on the fly.
No.
Would have to wait until we're in a replay or something, perhaps, which is right now. Who knows? But here's the bird's eye view of the onslaught towards the A bomb site here. nafany jumping up towards the sandbags. Alex did well to even get one, but the round was lost there and then. They had 3 players focused elsewhere. Bomb site open, smokes down, difficult plan, can't deny it. They do save some weaponry at least as we enter round number 8. We're going to be focusing on the Cloud9 side here. Let's see how they make their way through towards the A ramp with Shiro with the AWP looking up. Obviously vision removed, but can look just above it towards the crane spot.
Okay, well, 4 players down here. nafany just waltzes through, so through the grey screen. What a trade!
How's he done that?
How has he found that kill? That's huge from Shiro. Another fight, Hobbit goes down, the trade is there. This is just marauders on this ramp. They've come through relatively dry on all of this.
Yeah, no grenades deployed whatsoever. Shiro looking towards the flanks here. We'll see what the CTs have in mind. Don't necessarily have to commit off these smokes. They've still got 2 more. Just throwing one towards the left-hand side of the bomb side there. And waiting for any sort of CT reaction. Shiro still watching the bridge.
Okay, so now we need to listen here, everybody at home. In these type of moments, they would be sitting and waiting for audibles, hoping that the CTs would give away some information with maybe a couple of footsteps, pulling out a nade.
Right.
Sal is going to set up a flash here. This is a very nice flash. He's going to bounce this off the wall. It's going to go high and give interz a chance to peek out short. So this is the teamwork being deployed. The Molotov to clear the close short box. They're working together with all this residual utility.
So throwing over some smokes here for Axel to set up the left-hand side once again. There it is. Molotov towards the boost will be coming in momentarily. And then the flashbang to enable the swing around the corner. That's up to interz. Confirmed that the close proximity is clear. And in terms of CT positioning, they're looking like they're quite far back, to be honest with you. An incendiary will deny the plant for a few seconds, sure. But Axel, he has other ideas. Tucks himself in deep on the bomb site. Ready and waiting to frag here towards elevators. But flashbang will be deployed. Doesn't quite catch him. And no one pushing through the smoke for now until David G. He makes a decent go. 9 seconds remaining. They've actually got a bit of an advantage here. Where's the plant?
I don't think they're going to get it in. They need to be planning right now. Oh, is it going to come through? Just in time. Just.
Wow. Less than a second. You're absolutely right. That was just. And unfortunately for Martinez, that might be him out of luck. 17 HP. 1 kill to his name so far in the 2-on-1. Shiro, he seems to know he's low. He's just tucked in on the bomb site himself. Pistol in hand, Tech9 ready and waiting. Martinez surely can't find anything with this one. He has got the kit, but unfortunately the Tech9 will swing. We go 7-1, and Cloud9 make it look easy once again.
All right, well, we can put X-Ray back on. There's one gentleman who missed the memo, who is listening only. So I don't know how he's even complaining about the X-Ray, but there's just one guy just going off about the bloody X-Ray in chat here, Henry. So he's not having a good time. Is this shot from Shiro? But I see most of you enjoyed seeing without X-Ray on and talking through what the players can see from their perspective. So thank you for coming with us for this experiment.
It was a fun one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think here's one of the issues. If you only watch Counter-Strike and you never play it, then you don't understand what the darkness really can feel like in some of these scenarios.
Yeah.
X-Ray gives you the cheat sheet into know what's coming next, and you have to remember these players, they don't have that. They don't have the same information that you have at home. Yeah. So thank you everybody for participating with that. We hope that it was a educational experience.
Well, getting somewhat of an experience, our Movistar ride is not a very good one. 7-1 down, and another tactical timeout to discuss their options. Money still not great, I'm afraid, and no one really stepping up in the fragging department. Their very top killer is going to be Mopos with 5 and 6. Alex with the same scoreline. Martinez, alarm bells going off for him, down 1-7 right now as we enter round number 9. He doesn't have the AWP. Shiro certainly does, and he's looking towards the B step, so maybe changing their stance here at the start of the round. Axel will use this time to explore options towards the B steps. Maybe we'll call for the one-way. For now, Incendiary, pretty decent one, lands on the top steps.
I think he's misthrown that.
I thought he was going to go a bit deeper towards Axel there, to be honest with you.
And normally you want to try and knock that totem pole off, and now that they've expended that quite early here, it already wasn't looking good for Riders. I don't think it's going to get much better from this junction. Now, everybody, little fun fact here with the boost. Make sure if the bottom guy, you want to be in the middle of the railing. The top guy wants to get on the poles on either side. We're up, we're fighting, we're in. Oh, actually kind of in the open. Nothing matters. Nothing matters in it. This game's over.
It doesn't matter. We'll see. I feel that they can do something about this. The FAMAS not the ideal weapon for the job, sure, but it's the M4 towards middle that brings things back to an even keel. The bomb to be planted, Devs thinking about the swing here, but can't really justify it. Doesn't have any flashbangs on his teammates. They've got smokes and HEs, but that's about it. interz chomping at the bit to get stuck in with this one. nafany sprays him down. They've actually got the man advantage now on the Movistar side. Can they hold on to it, however? Baiting out the shot, that should be the cue to go, potentially. 1 kill available, and time is of the essence.
Fading interz here with the opportunity through the grey screen will come Mopos, and the shot from Shiro hits. It's Axel and Shiro, the dynamic duo with one of them's online. Shiro again hits another banger of a shot on the defuse, needs to knock him off right now. Oh! The boards, Axel denies and gets the final kill. 8-1, massive stuff from Cloud9. This run continues.
Wow, it looked at that defuse on the kit there was more than enough, but through the wooden boards, through the smoke, straight to the dome, it will be Cloud9 picking up yet another round, 8-1. As things collapse in the 4-on-2 once again for Movistar Riders. Shiro just hitting absolutely everything. Stellar performance from him so far. That's the back-breaking shot, though. Double spray down, round over, and yet another eco for Movistar Riders. 5-7s, Deagles, barely any utility. And here comes the push towards middle. interz dispatches them, no problem. And another 5-on-3. But these are the sort of rounds you can throw away. We can see Axel reacting to the intel and kills found, but needs to be very careful not to offer up a rifle for free. Good nade. Doesn't quite connect, but the bullets certainly do through the smoke once again. And that's the B-bomb side wide open.
So we still believe in, or we?
It depends what I'm believing in. What's the question? Be more specific.
Game's over.
Oh,
Series
okay.
is over. It's a 2-0.
I mean, I think they can get 7 or 8 rounds.
7 or 8 rounds, okay.
I think that would be a pretty convincing performance considering how it started. If they can bring it back, who knows? But they are going to be 9-1 down here, I will say that much. It's not looking good.
No, but look, Cloud9 aren't just scrimming on them. They're going through the paces. They're doing some really cool stuff that we're witnessing here today. I like the different pacings. I like the fact that they're making sure that the riders can't just sit and use their utility as walls.
They lost the pistol.
Yeah. They did lose it.
They lost the pistol and they're 9-1 up. That's pretty ridiculous, isn't it?
So we're getting some official numbers in here. We've got, this is great. We've got the mods working overtime here. They've run a poll in chat for X-Ray, and 60% of the people in chat who voted want X-Ray on, which is fair enough.
I think, yeah, for a casual viewing experience, you want to know what's going on across the board without having to squint at the radar.
Yeah, and the reason we did that little experiment, guys, was it's not going to be the most entertaining game of Counter-Strike. That's for certain. We wanted to give you something a little bit different. So it's always fun to try new things. My mum says change is as good as a holiday.
I think that's a nice expression. I like that. Have you made any changes in your life recently?
Gone to the gym 13 days in a row.
That's true. I broke the streak today. I was on 12-day streak, but wasn't feeling it today. I had a pulled muscle.
If you're injured, you're injured. We don't want to push the boundaries. You know, that's
true.
The situation. You need to be sensible.
I feel like I let the side down, though, but you're absolutely right. And here we go then. Mopos. Oh, my God. How has nafany pulled that one off? It looked like he was dead to rights. But he comes out on top. The onslaught continues here. 1 minute 35 and another man advantage for Cloud9 as they gain access towards the A ramp. They have got Vertigo considering the flank here, but he's patrolling middle for now. Molotovs deployed towards sandbags and indeed Shaw. Just going through all the motions here. Alex has to be flashed in. That's pretty much all they can hope for. Good flash. Unfortunately, this exposes himself. There had to be a quick kill, but they react accordingly. And round by round, man by man, they're just making very light work of this. He spawned at least. Managed to get pretty deep on the map. That's something.
That is something.
Didn't see many CTs residing there.
Usually for good reason. All right, Shiro didn't move. He sat there for about, I don't know, a minute. Sat there for probably less than a minute, did old Shiro. So everybody, thanks for joining us today. Up next, we have Eternal Fire taking on EG. That won't be getting underway until 4 p.m.
Well, someone will be getting a win in their column at least. Those teams are 0-2 right now. Someone has to win, presumably.
The viewers as well.
The viewers will win?
The viewers will win. One of the teams will win. And then later today, we have Fury versus Liquid. It's a Friday night fixture. I think that you should all be hanging around for that one.
Yeah.
Make sure you pencil that one in, 7:30 CAST local. And then tomorrow night, that is when the absolute... Actually, it's not tomorrow night.
No, we're Friday right now. You're thinking it's Sunday.
Sunday game, yeah. Cloud9 Liquid.
Yeah, that's the big one.
That is the big one.
That's one everyone's looking out for. Did have the North American Derby yesterday. Still a pretty decent game. Enjoyed it.
If this boost doesn't net a kill, there's some catastrophic problems.
The repercussions.
He's pre-aiming it.
Will be tremendous.
He was so ready for it.
He was.
Do they have X-ray on him?
The thing is, I haven't really seen that boost work out too well. Like, it's when you're a little bit desperate, you're trying to have a pistol, dropping into the gun round, it's always worth a check. You know, like you're rushing up towards the scaffolding, but still, a fighting chance for the Movistar Riders. I say that with very bated breath there. Alex down at 27 points of health, deaths at 0, and just one player remaining as this one's starting to spiral now. I say starting, it's spiraled as they go 11-1 down on their CT side.
How many players have 16K?
Let's have a look. A few of them, pretty much interz, Shiro, and nafany, and still 5 digits for Axel and Hobbit elsewhere. So they've got enough for the rest of the half.
Now, guys, I want to let you know at home, if the answer to that when you're playing is just one. If one player has it, it's not going well.
Really?
It's really not going well.
Mopos has got no armor again, Chad. He's gone for the AUG, no armor combo.
The classic.
Not known to be
it's a classic.
A textbook setup.
At this point, does it matter?
I guess not. I guess not. If you're going to go down, it's going to be to a headshot of the AKs, but just haven't seen it before. The AUG doesn't get much love these days, but every now and then it's brought out. Is it worth not having armor? I'm not sure. Let's see what it can do. I'll keep my mouth shut until this moment.
As long as he doesn't fall off the map, that's how it could get worse.
I guess you could with the scope out. You can get a little bit lost in the source. But up high, very vulnerable to flashbangs here. And you'll see one of those deployed right now. And you can see how squishy he was. Didn't even need the headshot there. A flashbang knocked him off his angle. A couple of bullets to the chest took him down. Didn't love that approach, I'll be honest with you. But I guess you've got to try everything.
I really like watching Cloud9 play. I understand that they're just walking over the riders now, but there's always a molly. There's always a flash.
There's always a flash.
Detail.
Just when you think they're out of position. Oh, that Molotov as well. Stranglehold on the A-bomb side. That nade doesn't connect for the Movistar Riders. Vertigo, 2 kills to his name. Both of them isolated here. More and more Molotovs coming through. It's overwhelming. Flashes, smokes, incendiaries are just getting pulled apart here. Davy can do nothing. Double kill for nafany, and it's going to be 12 rounds for Cloud9. Bomb to be planted. Martinez, Chad, 2 and 11. He has looked fantastic for this squad, but this is one of the performances they'll want to forget about quickly.
Yeah, and to be honest, when we saw them outside, we normally have a little seating area that we go to after every match outside.
Which I'm fine with.
They did. They were there first. We'll give it to them. But just seeing them in that team chat, they didn't all leave the huddle together. A couple of players looking a bit more dejected than others. I don't know if this is what they were coming in to expect, but after I saw them vacate that huddle, that's what I was expecting.
Sure.
I've seen that look before. It's been me.
You've experienced that.
I know exactly how that feels.
That feeling.
Of hopelessness.
Underlying dread. You know what's coming. You know you're about to be 2-0, but you don't want to say it. No one wants to admit it. You know this map isn't looking too good for you, and Cloud9 are looking absolutely red hot. But there it is. 12-1 on the T side of Vertigo. They do save the AWP and the M4, but no one's fragging. We're into round number 14, and no one's really getting close to double digits here. As mentioned, there was an interesting attempt from Mopos. The AUG, no armor. You don't see it too often these days, if at all. Martinez gets a consolation frag to take his total of the 3. As we enter round 14, that is not good news. But I don't know, I'm still believing they could get 12-3 here. I reckon one more round at least, Chad. What do you reckon? At least, maybe 2.
The problem is in the context of the game and the group, it doesn't matter. So I'm just hoping nafany and interz continue to farm me fantasy points, if I'm being honest.
It's all about Chad's fantasy league at this point.
It's $1,000 on the line.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which charity are you going to donate it to?
Was it a charity tournament?
I just assumed with someone like you, of your stature, Chad.
Maybe I missed the memo.
You can keep the $1,000 if you like. What will you be spending it on?
I just sent $1,000 to Striker, and I have to still pay Pimp, but he didn't send me his PayPal.
He didn't?
No, because on the day...
Might have wanted to keep that quiet, to be honest.
I'm happy to I pay my debts, but Pimp has to live up to his end of the bargain, which is his PayPal details. I'm not seeking
you're not going to chase him for it.
I'm not going to be knocking on the door. I'm not messaging him every day.
Yeah,
it's a lot of money.
A lot of money flying around, exchanging hands. As unfortunately for this one, we didn't even have to commentate that round, really. It's not really much.
I haven't commentated since about round 5.
Yeah, because they're just walking up the A side to manhandling them. That's pretty much all that's happening. That's all the context you need. It's 2-0 written all over this one, unfortunately. And Movistar Riders, I don't think they're confirmed out statistically if they lose this one, even though they're 0-3. There's always some crazy chance. Let me just confirm that. Yeah, so they can lose this game. There's a few other results that have to come through to lock it in.
All right, they're not done just yet.
Yeah, but pretty much. It is 0-3, and it's not looking great. I would say their chances of getting through are slim at the very best. As we'll see those bombardment of grenades towards shore, that is getting absolutely wrecked.
They have managed 14 rounds into the game. Where was I at here? I did have the calculator.
Go on.
They've had 24 kills over the course of 14 rounds. So what are we at here? 1.7 kills per round.
It's not the best.
Not the best. Not the worst.
You need a few more to win more. And they do. Oh, God, they won the pistol as well. So this really hasn't gone well. It was quite a nice pistol victory, but losing the second round forced by, they've barely made a dent since then. Good nade, though. That makes a bit of a more than a dent. That hurts a lot. Can they pick up this final round here? Trade starting to come through, but that's the operative word. A trade doesn't really help out the CTs on a map like Vertigo. Spread the defense thin, as we'll see Mopos. A good chance now. Not blind, but unfortunately for him, Axel hits a bit of a beauty.
I'm going to clip that smoke when I get home. I like that from Martinez. That'll be a highlight for me of this match, and I'm not even joking. Let's see if he can actually use this to get a kill. No, he can't.
No, he can't.
No, he cannot.
No, that's confirmed, and they're in another 4-on-2 here. If you watched yesterday against Fury, Movistar Riders did go down 15-0 on their T side of Ancient. I guess this is a little bit better. Sorry, that sounded
one round better. And this is at least they're on the T side when that happened. This is the CT side.
I don't think they've necessarily had like the worst performances. They've had some very exciting maps as well, but this one has really fallen apart at the seams. It's 14-1 to Cloud9, who are already a map up as well, and they're looking close to actually finding the 2-0. A couple more rounds will do it. Movistar Riders will have to have a perfect run from this point out. We'll see what they can do after this break. Send your prayers and thoughts to the Movistar Riders. They're going to need them.
Hit the showers, boys.
Welcome back to the dizzying heights of Vertigo, where Cloud9 just dismantled the brittle defense of the Movistar Riders, 14-1 on their T-side campaign. I can't believe I'm saying that. That's a wild opening half, Chad. Surely this one is done and dusted.
You want a stat line that is really going to blow your mind. They
I'd
have
absolutely
the
love it.
opportunity, the Movistar Riders, to start on the CT side of both maps, 16-7 and currently 14-1. They have won a total of 5 CT rounds over both maps.
Yep, not looking too good, but they're going to go down swinging, that's for sure. Towards middle, all 5 players are positioned with Kevlar across the board here. Silence, and now making their presence known as they start sprinting towards the elevator position.
They're very noisy. Very noisy, and you sold your team down the river here, so they're in towards the A site. nafany can't get anything done. It might be both pistol rounds here.
Pistols in the bag. 14-2 down, but pistol's not a problem, it seems. There it is. 5-man approach.
Okay, 5 players silently through middle.
Yep.
And split A.
And it works out.
It's not a bad approach here, as Axile and interz want to hold on to their goodies. A defuse kit for one, a Kevlar for the other. interz not having as good of a showing as the last map, but his other teammates definitely are. Axile up to 17.
Well, as you mentioned, Chad, they did win the first half pistol as well, whereas with the second round 4 spies where things started to go wrong for them. And we'll see if there's more of the same here, as looks like interz can save it. Defuse kit perhaps, that's something. Axile with the Kevlar as well, taking a bit of damage there, so can't actually get the helmet anymore. That could be an issue, but the force buy will be on the agenda for sure. 14-2, both pistols in the bag. Now that is a worrying predicament.
Sign of the times.
Yeah, you want both pistols, and that's the only rounds you've got. And the fist bombs will be out.
You have to keep the fist bumps.
Yeah, I guess you have to.
The only thing you can.
You can't really laugh at it. If it was the first map, you could be laughing about this like they were yesterday. When it's the second map and you're looking down the barrel of a 0-3, standing in the group where your chances are pretty much non-existent of making the playoffs, I guess that's all you can do.
Oh, listen here, Henry. Cloud9 after this better go in, watch the 2 rounds and work out how to make these bloody pistols better, because it's not good enough, is it? Neither pistol going their way.
It certainly do, but they've got the pistols out again, this time with a bit more bite to it. 5.7s, CZs, cheeky UMP, not a fan, but so it has its place. We are going to see quite an awkward exchange here towards short, but it will be back and forth we go. daviG will give the man advantage. interz will hold on, and it looks like the round is concluded. 3-on-1 now for interz as he will be dropped. There it is. They've managed to pick up the 0-3 start. We'll see whether Movistar Riders will have anything up against them here. I don't think so. Should be the full eco for Cloud9.
Can we get a poll in Twitch chat, please, mods, asking if they think we're going to get to OT?
Okay.
We'd love to know what the people in Twitch chat are thinking right now. A little bit unfortunate there for poor Hobbit. Felt like he should have had daviG dead to rights, but Martinez with a great little flash. You see that from this nice bird's eye view. Great cam there to show you the chaos. Now, I know a lot of people think that we've got to show the kills, but Counter-Strike, a little more of a technical game. Sometimes having perspectives like that can offer you a lot of information, show you really how these pieces, the palms, it all works together. Flash forward, taking the fight. The pistols are pesky, but being dealt with handedly here. interz is the only one to strike any blood so far for Cloud9, being run down. The running gun of Mopos there as he's surging forward, looking for more. It will just be Shiro.
Poor old Shiro up against it now. Only has that PT-50, looking for a frag if possible. Managed to get one so far. A double kill would be pretty decent. It looks like Mopos will find him here. There we have it. So 14-4, but the gun rounds begin right here, right now.
His hands up there. Please don't shoot. Too late, already dead.
Too late. So Cloud9 will have AWP. Concessions, made a few skips as of yet. Here's the replay. daviG, they haven't had many highlights this game, but this will be one of them. Spraying down the unarmored opponents. And presumably have to throw away these MAC-10s, Chad. You can't afford to have a bonus round at this stage of the game. You're not entitled to one.
Okay, well, when does this stop? Hasn't even really started here. A flash ready. nafany peering over the top of the smoke, deploys a defensive incendiary there, meaning no player can crawl up the right side. This smoke to the left of Davi that is currently in is self-made. A lurky smoke and a play forward. Davi looking for space. Can be a bit of a monster on a map like this, old Davi, but I don't think he has enough rounds to work with. Down to 19 points of health.
Yeah, he gets a lot more than he bargained for there with that grenade sequence towards the A ramp. Hobbit, large and in charge above this smoke. Players around him. Got about 5 more seconds before it dissipates and actually might get a bit of a freebie. Alex, though, he has other ideas. Great shot. It's a man advantage now. Exactly what they needed.
A long journey down for poor Hobbit. We'll have to sit idly by and watch for the next 60 seconds of play. Now, nafany retaining a forward position over towards Sandbag. Retains a lot of info here for the Cloud9 camp. Axile postured towards B as well, in float right now. That's going to be Shiro alongside of interz. These two will have to be tasked with both bomb sites and middle. And middle is name of the game. 3 players just on the other side of things here. Smoke forward, a defensive Molotov once more, and they're going to have to brave the flames over towards Shiro, who's caught between both angles right now, but not checking their corners. An easy one there for Shiro. Gets both big kills, and it's just Martinez up and over time. That's what he has to work against here. It's interz to pull the trigger and get the final kill. Picks up the AWP, 15-4, and one more round.
Love that from Shiro. A bit of an aim display there. Looks very calm in those intense situations. Up close and personal, Movistar Riders can't get it done. I have to say, Chad, it's all down to that incendiary as well. Just as they're accessing towards the construction area, incendiary thrown down right on top of it. They have to run the gauntlet. Axel aggressive toward the steps, just mowing them down. You can see how chaotic it is. This was a shot. Really impressive there. Alex had no chance.
Not far off the last kill there either, poor Shiro, but lucky interz. Everybody's favorite sidekick there for the trade. And the final round of play most likely, as you'll see, 4 AK-47s and a Galil come out to play, and a nade straight down the back pocket is going to Martinez and Davies is ringing. They're going to be peppered up more by some bullets of nafany here. He's not afraid of anything. Goes forward, goes down. Alex does get the opening in 2 consecutive rounds.
Oh,
it's a shooting gallery for Shiro now.
Yeah, the flames at his feet. Martinez trying to dance around them. Unfortunately, leads us to 4 versus 3 here. Are we all done? Is there anything left to be said? Movistar Riders will have a decent flashbang. Shiro will be blind by that. Doesn't fire off a shot. A little bit uncomfortable here. Needs to be incredibly careful. Spots the player, tags him down to 15 points of health, but Alex will pull one back. Desperate times now. We'll see Hobbit fighting back towards this A ramp. Does considerable damage there. But that's going to be the bomb dropped and presumably the round over. As we have one player remaining, that's Mopos, who has got B-side control, but no one around him, and the bomb down at the bridge. Not looking good.
I'd like to thank everybody for joining us here today for the first series.
Wasn't the best series, no one's saying that.
We're going to be handing you over to Sedikist and Moses for the remainder of the day. But first and foremost, we have to send you to a break, then to the desk. They'll be breaking it all down with Kassad, Yanko, and of course, Trace Stunner Saranthus in that driver's seat. It's been our pleasure.
It has been. It's been a lot of fun, but we'll have to leave you there. At 2-0, we'll leave Cloud9 at 3-0 in the group, 0 and 3 for Movistar Riders. Not ideal at all.